I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to... I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough, and who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow?
What?
The task. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course. And, though strongly.
Did one of them get on this?
You're one of the dames, I see. Well, you'd best be back to the Vale before the sun sets. Once the men are...
It's not been half a moon since Bellamy's talk, and they'd have us march again.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then, is it?
What do you think? Nothing like a quick tumble.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, as unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others. A simple, contemptible though it is, my countrymen would... And despite my best attempts at secret, brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek, of...
Fine. What?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. What food I can provide goes where the need. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying, then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training ground?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry...
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he...
The Dame laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a...
I dare say... How about it, Brandon?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt.
Fine.
Oh, take a moment to get ready if you need it. Now...
If that's what...
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. All right. So you know one end of a blade. Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? How'd a bearer win the Dame's favour anyway?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start. It's over. That's it.
You've got potential. I'll give you that. I'll be
Can I go now?
Grieger's gash. The bastard didn't even...
The Dame's man or no, he's still a Branded. Best hope the sod.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody...
Do us a favour. If you have to...
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a Branded. The Sergeant may be a surly bastard, but he had our number, all right. Extra drills is then.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time. You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need. I daren't eat it here, though.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead.
That's something at least.
That's the day done then. Drinks.
No one's allowed through the gate.
However do they get that...
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded.
I have a delivery from Etienne.
Why didn't? Times are hard. Sorry about the welcome. I meant nothing but... Here.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's fun.
Have you no other bearers? Those two look rather... used.
I have no business with Brand.
Well, I have business with...
I do not know you. Where?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him.
Fine. This is lighter than usual. Branded...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped payment. Take it.
Cigars.
Those cigars are what...
It all smells so delightful.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind. Whether you have the coin on...
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be... That isn't a burden. And this...
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best. Specially distilled. The guards find that. They'll seize it before you can blink. Etienne likes it. Tell him there's more where that came from. For a price.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out. I have something.
From the Chamberlain. You need to leave.
Branded! And you! If you've got a message for me, out!
Enough! That's your work.
Here.
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas...
You need to rep.
But I won't.
And what of your own?
And wait.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
That bastard!
The markets are up.
Ah, I believe these...
Delightful.
You don't say. And would you be pleased to learn what you had...
You mean the crystals?
Why not just tell me in the first...
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystal. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the... Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth. Hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from...
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't... A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to... I thank you. As will our mutual friend when she hears of how...
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to...
All right. Are you with...
Business, though not my own.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain?
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as he was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its...
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving mass. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft...
You wear the dame's brooch.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared?
The day before. She'd lost her comb. A gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell him. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother. As do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the...
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been... And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to follow her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long before she thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let...
This man from the garrison, did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in back.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
That's the day done then.
heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the veil's done.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen...
On account of him being in Moor. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
It's not been half a moon since Bellamy's at all.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
The Dame may have given you leave to walk freely about Northridge, but one step outside these walls, and you're just another Branded, with a target on his back.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full? An Imperial watchtower. Should be well stocked.
Wait, you're not one of us.
Wake winds! Stay down! It's over.
You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging. Well, don't just stand there.
All right.
My, he's over that way, towards the coast.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
But the wolf! It's going to eat me!
What if I can help it? Stay back. I'll deal with this. That's enough!
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never...
What is this? Your father...
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear it.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it... Someone needs to put an end to this.
You, Brandy, come here. How dare you, fat wolf, whilst you are the entertainment, nothing more, and we...
Nor am I.
You'll...
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like...
You're not the branded I bought. Huh? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm beholden to no one. And I...
Lies! Do you think I can...
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not...
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one?
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws...
I'm wasting my time. I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier.
Is that what you're here to...
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows, since you're here.
Gladly.
May their burden finally... I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find... How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not there. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks still. Such attitude...
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. The realm's nest two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here.
You don't have to.
Take it. Till then.
Her out of her pen while I did my chore. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me? She has beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke and she likes walking in the wheat. Oh, she must be stopped.
In that case... That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her. You work these fields?
A branded? Why should I help you, eh?
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet.
Chloe, is it? Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded.
Chloe? More brown than white. Is that someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the... The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made it. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloe. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving an...
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl.
But Dad said...
They do. Parents. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Buy, sell, or be gone. Not enough for you? Pity that. Good riddance.
Are you Bertrand?
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the salt... If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded, and that's even with the dames broke.
Understood.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
What's this? A branded? Where's your master?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the Dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But although it was an antique, it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value, and was quite... I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb.
And do you know where he went after them?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder...
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful.
Not much chance I'd make it through Penitent's Gate without someone recognizing me as a deserter. So I had to have a plan. It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village. That's enough. Stay down! Damn it all. Bodies. Well, the wolves have been busy. So it is you.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night.
You.
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to, by the looks of things.
We both found who he was at.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man, and we know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
It might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach, and we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her lot. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might...
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Weren't expecting any new branding until...
If it was a mess...
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come. I was on my way to see you.
You found... I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.